Welcome to Southern New Hampshire University's Fire Extinguisher Safety Training video. The purpose of this video is to educate the new RAs at Southern New Hampshire University on fire extinguisher safety and their use and operations. Class objectives will state the primary purposes of fire extinguishers for extinguishment on Class A's, B, C, D, and K fires. They'll explain the classifications and the rating systems for the fire extinguishers, describe the types of the agents used in the fire extinguishers, describe the types of operating systems in the fire extinguishers, and the basic steps for the fire extinguisher operation. Introduction. Fire extinguishers are used by citizens and firefighters alike, mostly because they're easy to operate with minimal training, and the extinguishers vary in size, type, and extinguishment agent used. It's crucial that the selection of the appropriate extinguisher is critical. Also, proper use will reduce injuries and property damage when used correctly. The purpose of the fire extinguisher. What you must know. Well, you want to know what the fire is burning, what type of extinguishing agent you will need. And you're also going to need to know how to operate the extinguisher. Classes of fires. It's essential to match the extinguisher and the fire by their characteristics. Obviously, as we know, some agents are more effective on certain types of fires. However, some agents will not control certain types of fires. Some agents can be dangerous when applied to certain types of fires, which can put ourselves at safety and concerns. Class A fires. Class A fires include ordinary wood, rubber, household vegetation and rubbish, and natural vegetation. The most common extinguisher agent used in this is going to be water. Class B fires. This is going to be for your flammable liquids, greases, oils, tires, plastics. Class C fires. Class C fires involve energized electrical equipment such as building wiring, circuit breakers, transformers, and power tools. The extinguishing agent needs to be a non-conductor. Class D fires. This is going to be your ordinary combustibles. Usually your metals, your magnesiums, your sodiums, your lithium ions, or your potassiums. However, these Class D fires have violent reactions to water. This is extremely crucial when grabbing an extinguisher to use on these type of fires. Class K fires. This is a new classification due to cooking trends. The only Class K fire that you guys will be involved in here on the premises would be your cooking oils and fats, which is located in, obviously, you guys' kitchens. You guys should not have any involvement with the Class K fires. They have their own suppression systems and their own extinguishers located in that type of location. However, some restaurants will still use your Class B extinguishers. However, you guys do not have any here located on premises. Your classification of the fire extinguisher is rated on their characteristics and capabilities. Underwriters Laboratory, UL, develops the standards for ratings and classification systems on fire extinguishers. They are rated for their safety and effectiveness. They may have multiple letters if effective on more than one class of fire. Letters indicate the class of the fire on which a fire extinguisher can be used. Fire extinguisher labels. The traditional system seen on some of the older style fire extinguishers located on the front of the extinguisher depict a Class A as a green triangle with an A Class B with a red square with a B, Class C will be a blue circle with a C, and a Class D will be a yellow star. However, they have made no traditional label for the Class K based on the fact that it's a new type of extinguisher. Fire extinguisher labels on the current fire extinguishers that are more common. You'll see the pictograph system. They're square icons. They represent each type of fire that the extinguisher can be used on. Class A, Class B, Class C, and Class K will all have pictographs, which you can see located here on the screen. What makes fire? Fire requires three things: fuel, heat, and oxygen. They mix, that cause combustion. When it's heated to its kindling temperature, which then causes the fire. Fire extinguishment stop burning by cooling the fuel, cutting off the oxygen supply, or interrupting the chain reaction of the chemicals that will produce fire. Extinguishment agents. Substances contained in portable fire extinguishers that puts out a fire. Various chemicals are used, however, including water. Best agent for a particular hazard depends on several factors: the type of material involved, the anticipated size of the incident, the longevity of the incident, and there's numerous other things that can take place on those for extinguisher selection. As you can see pictured here, these are a couple different types of extinguishers that you may see present on the premises. However, based on recent walkarounds and whatnot, the only three that you do have located on the premises are going to be your APW, your ABC extinguisher, and your dry chemical extinguisher, and then you have obviously your halon in you guys' computer rooms. Why use an APW or a water APW? It's an efficient, plentiful, and inexpensive use. Where it doesn't convert liquid to steam. This is effective on all Class A fires. However, this can be dangerous if used on the wrong material, hence Class D fires. Dry chemical, your ABC. You guys will have all these located in your dormitory. These can be used on your ordinaries, your flammables, and your electrical. As you can see located on the front, you'll have a pictogram or pictograph of the uses that this is allowed to be used on. Your carbon dioxide, these are stored under pressure as a liquid. They're rated for Class B and C fires only. However, you guys don't have any of these on premises anymore. The limitations of these include the weight, range, weather, space, and suitability for the use of practical application. Wet chemical, this is the only agent that will meet your Class K fires. This is obviously formulated to use in commercial kitchens, creates a thick blanket to smother the fire and prevent reignition. It discharges as a very fine spray, and it's effective and very easy to clean up. You guys really won't be dealing with any of this, just be more or less cognizant and aware that it's there. Your dry powder, used on combustible metal fires. It's stored as a granulated or powder form. Forms solid crust over the burning metal. These are the ones you need to be careful of as a Class D with the violent reactions from water. If you put water on these will blow up in your face or have a severe reaction. Your extinguisher components. As most you guys are all pretty familiar with how to use these. Most of you guys have been in the class before. Most extinguishers are handheld. They have all the 6 basic parts. You have your cylinder. You're going to have your carrying handle, your nozzle or horn, which is going to be where the agent discharges from. You're going to have your trigger system, your locking mechanism, and your pressure indicator. As we all know, that the pressure indicator is going to be in the green in order for the use of the extinguisher. If the pressure is below the green or above the green, it may not have adequate use for the extinguisher. Obviously, your 6 basic steps are just like they were the last time. You need to locate the fire. You need to select the proper extinguisher for extinguishment. You need to obviously transport the extinguisher to the fire, activate the extinguisher agent, and release the agent. You're going to apply the extinguisher agent, and obviously, before any of that, you want to ensure your own personal safety. You're going to practice and train on these extinguishers a little bit later, but as you guys know, we go through this once a year. It's definitely a benefit to continue to educate yourself and train with these. The steps of extinguishment are all the same. We're going to use the same acronym: pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. Pull your pin, squeeze your hand, aim at the base. You're going to squeeze your handle, and you want to sweep side to side. You want to make sure that when you try to extinguish your fire, you want to start at the base before you start to sweep. As we all know, ensure your own personal safety. You want to approach the fire with an exit behind you. You want to have a planned escape route, as you guys all have in your dormitories. Never let the fire get between you and the exit. You want to never turn your back to the fire, and always watch for a rekindle. Care for the fire extinguishers. That's not really going to be too much on you guys. You guys have a company that comes in here and does that for you, but obviously they need to be regularly inspected and properly maintained. They will keep a record of the inspection and your maintenance schedule, and obviously the proper training and use are required for inspection and maintenance. And obviously you always want to follow your manufacturer's recommendations. This pretty much concludes the presentation. I told you guys to get you out of here pretty quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to go outside now, and we're going to go ahead and go over the practical evolution. We'll go over the PASS acronym. We're going to obviously show you a couple different types of extinguishers and the reactions between water with oil and fire, and obviously ABC extinguishers, to get you guys a little bit more familiar with it and see the adverse reactions that can happen. If you guys have any questions now, we'll go ahead and we'll shut down the presentation and you can ask, or you guys can approach me outside. But if we want to go ahead and we'll move forward, we'll go ahead and we'll get out of this dormitory and we'll go from there.